Hello, welcome to the Dark Side of the Library. I'm your host, Carrie, with my spooky co-host, Katie.
Hello.
And today we're going to chat about the spooky, dark, and creepy, and possibly Halloween-themed children's books that are coming out in August 2023. Now, we have not read or looked through any of those. We don't have any advance copies. Hint, publishers. Hi, please. Anyway. But all we're doing is showing you our list of children's books that we think are cute and awesome for August 2023. Katie's going to start us off.
This one sounds really fun. This is kind of an activity book, it seems like. It's called The Apprentice Academy, Sorcerers, The Unofficial Guide to the Magical Arts. This is by Hal Johnson, and Catherine Peterslund does the illustrations. It came out August 1st. It does have some really cute illustrations in here. So we get to learn about how to be a sorcerer or a witch or whatever, a magic user. So this is for readers who have always wanted to enroll in a magical school like Hogwarts or Camp Half-Blood, like from Percy Jackson, which I still have yet to read. So this is the Apprentice Academy. This is your congrats on your acceptance. And this is the finest magic institution there is. You get to learn how to read minds, prophesize, perform a love spell, choose an animal familiar, which is always my favorite thing to do as a kid in magic school. You can also turn anything into gold. What an advanced school. There's summon demons, find a lair. There's so many things you can do in here. So it says to follow the instructions very closely. You'll see inside there's ways of finding your familiar traditional names, finding components for your magical spells. It's inspired by folklore and mythology from all around the world, and it has a lot of cool magical celebrations, even from not just Europe, but like Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and even the Americas. It's very cute. This is for middle grade readers, so for 9 to 12 years old. 160 pages. This is The Apprentice Academy by Hal Johnson and Catherine Peterslund.
That sounds like it covers everything.
Yes, it's perfect.
My first book today is called The Baddies. It's a picture book by Julia Donaldson, who wrote Room on the Broom, one of my favorites.
Cute.
And The Gruffalo. It's a read-aloud picture book of spooky, silly fun. Oh no, the baddies are coming. They're the meanest and nastiest ghost, witch, and troll in all the land, and they just love being bad. This is a book after my own heart. When a little girl moves into a nearby cottage, the baddies can't wait to scare her out of her wits. But little girls are much braver than they thought, and baddies don't always win.
Oh, of course.
I am definitely going to pre-order this. It's cute, and I can't wait to read it to your nephew, Katie.
Oh,
That's The Baddies by Julia Donaldson, and it's illustrated by Axel Scheffler.
This next book is a magnet book, and I don't think we've actually covered a magnet book on this podcast ever.
What is that?
I'm very excited. It is I guess you can just have all of these cute little magnets and place them all over the paper and make your own story. So this is called Bluey's Halloween. It's a magnet board book. It comes out August 15th.
I love Bluey.
He's cute. I like Bluey too. This is by Penguin Young Readers Licenses. So it says, Boo, it's time to have a frightfully fun time with Bluey in this magnet book. And it's obviously based on the Disney Plus Bluey animated series. So you can join Bingo, Bluey, and all of their friends on a fun-filled nighttime adventure. You can see inside it looks like there's a couple of scenes. Maybe, yeah, so there's like a basketball scene or just like a playground scene that you can put all of your characters on with the magnets. There's a cute spooky haunted house and a fairy looking house. It's a really cute book. This is for reading ages 3 through 5, and there's 10 pages in here. Go check out Amazon's page for this. You can find it in our show notes at darksideofthelibrary.com. It's very, very cute. This would be a great interactive book if you've got like a plane ride or a long car trip, and you can just like have them put their magnets all over this cool book. So this is called Bluey's Halloween. This is by Penguin Young Readers.
My next book is The Boo Crew Needs You. It's an interactive Halloween story by Vicky Fang, and I'm wondering if that's their real name. It's illustrated by Seuss Lou. There's no time to wait around. Get the Boo Crew, 'cause troubles come to Monster Town and emergencies abound. Get ready for a spooky interactive story experience with Luna, Bones, and Fang, a ghost, skeleton, and vampire team who need your help fixing all the messes and frights of a Halloween night gone wrong. Whether it's tapping the page to mend a broken pumpkin or turning the book to set a toppling haunted house back upright, the action prompts let kids join in on the fun and save the day. I love the idea of this book. It's recommended for preschool to grade 3, and that's The Boo Crew Needs You by Vicky Fang.
There's a lot of boo books, and I love it. My next book is Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Boo. This comes out August 1st. It's by Wade Bradford and Tom Brannan. It says, join Dr. Seuss's beloved character Horton the elephant and friends on a Halloween adventure as they try to overcome their fears and find the source of a spooky sound. It does include 2 pages of colorful stickers, so this is for reading ages 4 through 8. It's 32 pages. Horton the elephant is as kind and lovable as ever in this fun picture book. And at first, Horton, Kangaroo, and the Wickersham brothers are terrified of the sound. What could it be? A blurp in the bog? A triple-eyed bat flying out in the fog? Knowing that there's only one way to find out, Horton bravely leads the group towards the sound, and the animals are relieved to discover that their fears were unfounded. Spoilers! Oh my goodness, but we don't know why though. So this is Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Boo. It's a picture book. This is by Wade Bradford and Tom Brannan.
My next book I am unbelievably excited about. I'm trying to control myself. It's called Every Night at Midnight. It's a picture book that comes out August 8 by Peter Cheong, who's the author and illustrator.
Ooh.
On the cover, there's a cute little boy in front of a cheerfully spooky village at night, but his shadow is a werewolf. It's so cute. So a little lone werewolf prowls the nights on his own until he finds friendship in the most unexpected of places. Every night at midnight, Felix turns into a wolf. Every night? Usually it's the full moon. Okay, that's wow. His hands and feet turn into velvety paws. His senses grow sharper, and he grows a long, furry tail. Felix loves exploring on 4 legs, and he has the nighttime world to himself. There's no one else like him. Now, during the day, Felix is human, but it still feels like there's no one like him. The other kids used to invite him to play, but now they keep their distance. Oh, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
That's fine, though. Felix doesn't need anyone else. Neither do I. But after a chance encounter, Felix, the little lone wolf, starts to wonder whether he might find his pack after all. That's Every Night at Midnight, and I hope it has a happy ending, damn it. It's by Peter Cheong.
Sounds really cute. My next book is for mid-grade readers, grades 4 through 7. It's called Gallowgate. I was actually shocked this was in a YA book because the cover is kind of creepy.
Ooh.
This is by K.R. Alexander, and it came out August 1st. So Sebastian White is cursed. He sees things other kids don't see, things he should not see. So things like ghosts, monsters, ghouls, and now they want him dead.
Oh,
yep.
Geez. Rude.
A little brutal. Sebastian's home is no longer safe, and the only place that will take him in is Gallowgate Academy. This is where students are taught to hunt the things that haunt them. Ooh, I like that.
I do too.
So there are some lessons, though, that the school doesn't want to teach Sebastian. Secrets about his deadly family history that refuse to stay in the shadows. For Sebastian, fighting the dead might be hard, but it's the living who may destroy him. Why is everybody out for this kid? Poor Sebastian. This is Gallowgate. This is by K.R. Alexander.
My next book is called Ghost Book. It is a middle grade reader for grade levels 4 to 6. It's recommended for fans of Spirited Away or Coco. It's a spooky fantasy graphic novel about the friendship between a girl who can see ghosts and a boy who's stuck between the worlds of the living and the dead. So 12 years ago, the boy and the girl lived, but one was supposed to die. Julie Chen sees ghosts, but July Chen sees ghosts, but her dad insists ghosts aren't real, as dads do, so she pretends they don't exist, which is incredibly difficult now as it's Hungry Ghost Month, when the gates of the underworld open and dangerous ghosts run amok in the living world. When July saves a boy ghost from being devoured by a hungry ghost, he becomes her first ever friend.
Oh, that's cute.
But William is not a ghost. He's a wandering soul wavering between life and death. The new friends embark on an adventure to return William to his body, but in the process they unearth a ghastly truth. For William to live, July must die. That's Ghost Book by Remy, Lai, L-A-I, and it comes out August 15.
I think I want that. That sounds interesting. My next book is called The Great Zombie Pumpkin Parade. It's a picture book, and it comes out August 1st. It is by Robert Burleigh, and Wendell Minor is the illustrator. It is Halloween, and the zombie pumpkin parade is drawing near. Join zipper-toothed Zumpkin? I can't even say that properly. Zumpkin, drizzled-mouthed Dumpkin, and the rest of their ghostly crew as the spooky, silly zombie pumpkins dance through the darkness in celebration of the most bewitching night of the year. It has jaunty, rhyming verses and an atmospheric watercolor painting to correspond with the pages. It is a little sinister, like in a cute way. I don't know how I feel about this book. I think I'd be really terrified. It is for reading ages preschool through 3rd grade, so 4 through 8 years old. This is 40 pages, too, of pictures. So this is the Great Zombie Pumpkin Parade with a lot of tongue twisters. This is by Robert Burleigh and Wendell Minor.
Before I move on to my next book, I just wanted to remind everyone that if some of these books sound intriguing or tempting, you'll find affiliate links for them in our show notes where you can purchase them on Amazon, or at least check them out. So my next book is The Halloween Costume Ball. It's a hardcover picture book. Comes out August 1st by Anne Sawan, and the illustrator is Judy Abbott. It's a cheerful Halloween book full of friendly monsters, friendly ghosts, and friendly witches. It's for kids age 4 years and up who aren't easily scared. It features creepy creatures with big claws, hairy werewolves, zombies, and ghosts. Everyone is welcome at the Halloween party. It's cozy and perhaps a little bit spooky. Grade levels 1 to 2. It's The Halloween Costume Ball by Anne Sawan.
My next book is one that's actually a whole series of different books for different states. This one I picked, though, because we are Washingtonians here. It is a haunted ghost tour in Washington, a funny, not-so-spooky Halloween picture book for boys and girls for ages 3 through 7, and it came out August 1st. This is by Louise Martin, and Gabriele Tafuni is the illustrator. So for here, we explore different places from Spokane to Seattle. So like the Museum of Glass, the Space Needle, and along the way, Little Ghost loves tricking everybody until Little Ghost hears the biggest boo ever, making this Halloween season spooktacular. This is very, very cute because it has all of our big sightseeing, our tourist attractions, but all in a Halloween element. But there's a whole bunch, like I said. So there's like Oregon, a haunted ghost tour in California, Idaho, so all over the United States. There's a ton of these. So if you wanted to explore your state in all of these spooky locations, check out this series of a haunted ghost tours. This is by Louise Martin and Gabriele Tafuni. The publisher, though, I just want to triple check. This is Hometown World. So check that out. It's cute.
My final book today is called In the Dark. It's another picture book for preschool to grades 2. The author is Kate Hoefler, and the illustrator is Corinna Luyken. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. It has striking illustrations. It is a poem, sort of. They came in the dark and took the narrow path that only witches used. Everyone said that's what they were. But what if everyone was wrong? Watch what happens when one girl steps into the woods and gets to know these newcomers. The spooky black cat? Meet Mingus. The broomsticks and cloaks? Cloth and wooden handles. And those shadows in the sky? They're just handmade kites fluttering in the breeze. But when the breeze becomes a blustery storm, everything changes, including your first impressions. This book is told from 2 perspectives. A gentle and timely reminder that all it takes to bridge the gap of misunderstanding and fear is an open and willing heart. I don't need to have a moral lesson, but I like the artwork in this book, In the Dark. It's beautiful, and it's by Kate Hoefler.
Cute. My final book of today is called I Will Read to You. It's a picture book, and this is by Gideon, Sterer, and Charles Santoso is the illustrator. It came out August 1st. This is for reading ages 4 through 8. There's a lot of young reading books for August, and I like it for babies. Yes. So, once upon a time, there was a boy who loved stories, scary ones about skeletons and witches, giants and ghosts, vampires, dragons, mummies, and goblins. But he wondered, do monsters have anyone to read to them? Oh, it's so cute. So armed with only a book and a flashlight, and with his bemused mother in tow, he travels through the night, calling together every monster he can think of to make sure they get the bedtime story they need. This is spooky and sweet. And it reminds me of the monster, I can't even remember the classic monster book that's out there that everybody loves. Anyway, he's dressed in a little monster outfit, reading a book to all the monsters in the land. It's really cute. This is I Will Read to You. This is by Gideon Sterer and Charles Santoso. And that is the end of part 1 of our kids' books that we have found in August of 2023 that are a little spooky for your little ones. Make sure to stay tuned for part 2. We do publish every Wednesday and Friday. Make sure to let other people know about Dark Side of the Library. Join us over on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at Dark Side of the Library. Check out our show notes if any of these books appeal to you. And you can even see the inside of these stories as well at darksideofthelibrary.com. And of course, our Amazon Live channel at amazon.com/live/darksideofthelibrary if you want to see us live stream this Halloween season. Thanks so much for listening. We will see you next time.